Yes. So how much they thought and fought for this country, that we should do something for our country, we should do something for our youth. Otherwise, how will they fight against this British people? You have to be educated. Now, what happened is he opened a school, secondary education school. Their goal was to improve education, as I said. Now, the success of the school set up the Deccan Education Society, the Deccan Pune College, the Deccan Education Society in 1884 created a new system of education that taught young Indian nationalist ideas through emphasis of Indian culture. The society established the Ferguson College, that is also there in Pune, in 1885 for post-secondary studies after class 12. Tilak taught mathematics in Ferguson College in 1890. Tilak left the Deccan Education Society for more openly political work. He began a mass movement towards independence by emphasis on a religious and cultural revival. So that is our Bal Gangadhar Tilak or Lokmanya Tilak. He was a very powerful teacher and he had lot of brains and he went politically ahead. So I'll come back to the book, and that was my part of information I gave you. Now let's go to the book and let's see what's here also. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, also known as Lokmanya Tilak, was born on 23rd July 1856 in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. He completed his studies from Deccan College, Pune, 1877. He started as a teacher and went to become a journalist. He criticized the Western education because he felt that it disrespected India's heritage. He took it upon himself to improve the quality of education for India's youth and started the Deccan Education Society. He changed it. He wanted Indian teaching through Indian culture. People should know our culture and heritage. We had that heritage chapter also, remember? So Tilak, along with two others, co-founded two newspapers, Kesari and Maharatta. Kesari became very popular with people. You have read it before also, in a place where the Kesari paper had made life hell for the British. That's why they called him the king of unrest. He's totally unrested in India. Through the newspapers, urged every Indian to fight for his or her right. He wanted the British to give India its independence back. He joined the Indian National Congress in 1890s, but could not agree with the moderate views of some leaders. So, he did not think the British would give independence through peaceful means and that Indians would have to fight for it. He was supported by nationalists such as Bipin Chandra Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai. In this regard, these three came to be known as the assertive nationalists who believed in the use of mass protests to get freedom. In 1908, when two revolutionaries, Prafulla Chaki and Khudiram Bose, tried to kill a British district judge, they were caught. While Chaki committed suicide, Khudiram Bose was hanged. Tilak in his newspapers Kesari defended them and called for self-rule or Swaraj. He was arrested and sent to prison in Mandalay in Burma. He was there from 1908 to 1914. After his release, he started All India Home Rule League in 1916 with Annie Besant and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Tilak died in 1920. So I'll give you some more information about this. Let's see details. It's like a story, It's good to know about people. Okay, so he was called the father of the Indian unrest. Now, when he put up inflammatory articles, dangerous article like Kesari was written in Marathi and Maratha was written in English, quoting the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, to say that no blame could be attached to anyone who killed an oppressor without any thought of reward. When they tried to kill that British officer, Khudiram Bose was hanged and the other one, Prafulla Chaki, committed suicide. They were from Bengal. Okay, now what happened? Commissioner Rand and another British officer, Lieutenant Arrest, were shot and killed by Chapekar brothers and their other associates. According to Barbara and Thomas, Tilak almost surely concealed the identities of the perpetrators. Tilak was charged with incitement to murder and sentenced to 18 months prison. He was sent to jail. When he came out from jail, he was revered as a martyr and national hero. He adopted a new slogan called the Kaka Baptista, Swaraj, self-rule is my birthright and I shall have it. Swaraj is my rule, Swaraj, it is my country and I shall have it, it's my birthright. Following the partition of Bengal, now he wanted to weaken the British government. He opposed Gopal Krishna Gokhale and then Bipin Chandra Pal in Bengal, Lala Rajpat Rai in Punjab. They were referred to Lal Bal Pal triumvirate, as I said. Now what happened is, during his lifetime among politics, Tilak had tried for sedition charges in 3 times by the British India government. What are sedition charges? Is over the conduct such speech organization tends towards change of an order, resistance. So in 1997, 1909 and 1916, Tilak was sentenced. He was sent to jail for preaching dissatisfaction against the British Raj. 1909, he was again charged with sedition and intensifying racial animosity between Indians and the British. The Bombay lawyer Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in Tilak's defense, could not annul the evidence. He could not remove the evidence. He could not say no to it. Tilak's polemical articles, and Tilak was sentenced 6-year prisons in Burma. So now, on 30th April, 2 Bengali youths, again, Prafalla Chaki and Khudiram Bose, threw a bomb on a carriage at Muzaffarpur, Bihar. Horse carriage, they threw a bomb to kill the Chief Presidency Magistrate Douglas Kingsford of Calcutta fame. But erroneously, by mistake, a woman was travelling in it, she killed. The 2 women died. While Chaki committed suicide when caught, Bose was hanged. Now, Tilak in his newspaper Kesari defended the revolutionaries and called for immediate Swaraj or self-rule. The government swiftly changed him with sedition, that you are going against the law. At the conclusion of the trial, a special jury convicted him by 77-2 majority. The judge Dinshaw D. Dawar gave him 6 years jail to be served in Mandalay, Burma, and a fine of 1,000 rupees of US $14 on being asked by the judge whether he had anything to say. You know what Tilak said? All that I wish to say is that in spite of the verdict of your jury, I still maintain that I am innocent. There are higher powers that rule the destinies of men and nations. I think it may be the will of providence that the cause I represent may be benefited by more by my suffering than by my pen and tongue. When he said this sentence, the judge indulged in something sketching strictures against Tilak's conduct. He threw off the judicial restraint, which to some extent, he condemned his article. He said you are uselessly saying a lot of things, you are preaching violence, you are speaking of murders with approval, you hail the advent of bomb in India as if something had come to India for its good. They said he tried to put him down, tried to show a lot of wrong. He was sent to Mandalay from 1908 to 1914. While he was in jail, he continued to read and write, further developing his ideas on the national movement. While in prison, he wrote the Gita Rahasya, many copies of which were sold and the money was donated to the Indian independence movement. It's a huge story. I'll come back in the next time and I'll tell you about the story, and you will get to know it's a little bit more left, and then we'll come to Subhash Chandra Bose. uh, Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja. Okay, the Indian Fauj. Uh, very nice chapter. Okay, so we'll come to know about that. Another person is Sarojini Naidu. Uh, Another freedom fighter and poet. Beautiful. You must know, really, you must come to know about this. Okay. Next class I'll come back and again explain you about Bal Gangadhar Tilak a little bit more, and then we'll go to Subhash Chandra Bose. You should know about all these things. So till then, take care, be good, be safe, have fun, and take care of yourselves, respect your parents, love them, practice some taekwondo at home also, some punches, kicks, and teach everyone. That is also good. Become a teacher for some time, coach. So take care, bye bye, God bless, and do whatever you want after your studies.